What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone, and I wish you all a very happy Sultai Super Serpent Sunday. Thank you also very much for everyone that tuned in yesterday's live stream. It was a pleasure playing Magic with all of you. Thanks once again to all the people donating. We were able to get the pre-release packs for Strixhaven in the first time in my life that I bought it. I'm so excited, so thank you all so very freaking much. And if you didn't do it already, subscribe to the channel. We're almost there at 1, 2, 3, 4 subscribers. Only 12 people left as the making of this video, so it is very freaking possible that we will be there, and I hope that I don't freaking miss it. But enough yammering, let's get into the serpent hammering. As I said, today is Sultai Super Serpent Sunday. All those alliterations are just the best. So, we are a big serpent deck, and what we want to do is to get our Coma out as soon as possible, and get our Lochmer Serpent out as soon as possible, and get in there for a lot of damage. I have built this deck all day long. I really wanted to make it work just because of the name Super Serpents. Because Super Serpent Sunday just makes me so happy in my heart saying it. Oh, Super Serpent Sunday. So there you go, sing the song. It will make you happy as well. Alright, so what we want to do is to ramp with our Lotus Cobra into our Lochmer Serpent and our Coma. So the Lochmer Serpent, you know this bad boy, I really freaking love it. It has Flash, which is so good. It is a 7/7 for 6 with Flash. And yeah, you can sacrifice an island, make him unblockable, sacrifice a swamp, draw a card, gain 1 life, and then, if they kill him, you can get him back into your hand if you just have enough cards in your opponent's graveyard. So you can exile 5 of those cards. It is very good against graveyardy decks that play Allures, like Rogues, something like that. To get those 5 cards out of the graveyard is just so freaking good. Then of course we also have the Coma, and yeah, it can't be countered, which is so good. It is also for 7, so it is a little bit more expensive than our good old friend the Lochmer Serpent, but it is just so good. You make a 3/3 Serpent every single upkeep, so if they can't kill it the moment it comes down, it will be indestructible forevermore, because you just tap down, sacrifice one of your coils over here, which are also Serpents, so Super Serpent Sunday indeed. And yeah, give it indestructible, or you tap it down, you tap down a creature, the activated abilities that it can get. So that is very freaking good, just by sacrificing one of his coils. And you get 1 each single upkeep, your opponent's, yours, so you will have a lot of coils, and that is just so good. So these two are our big boys that we want to get on the field as soon as possible. The rest is a little bit of ramp with the Lotus Cobra, and I tried to put in other ramp, but it was just not as good, because all cards in here need to be an answer to whatever comes on the field. So the Lotus Cobra together with the lands is just good enough, and if you have your Binding of the Old Gods and 2 Lotus Cobras, you can bring down one of your Serpents in turn 5, which is just so delicious. So the Lotus Cobra gives you mana whenever a land enters the battlefield, which is just so freaking good. What else do we have in here? A lot of Serpents. Let's get over the Serpents first. We have the Stone Coil Serpent. It is just so freaking good. If they put down like an Ashiok, they put down a blocker, you can just run over that blocker. They can't even block it, because yeah, Stone Coil Serpent has protection from multicolored. So even against rogues, this is just so good. This is just so freaking good. Then we have the Lore Scale Codal, and I really want to make this card work. I really freaking do. It dies real quick to a removal or to a Bone Crusher Giant, but if it doesn't, it is just so freaking good, because it gets bigger and bigger every time you draw a card. And with our Frantic Inventories in here, we will draw a lot of cards, and with our Garruk's Uprising in here, we will draw a lot of cards. So this could become very freaking big. And yeah, the Garruk's Uprising is in here to give our Lore Scale Codal Trample, to give our Coma Trample. It is just so freaking good. So these are the snakes. We have the Stone Coil, we have the Cobra, we have the Lore Scale Codal, and then we have these Serpents over here. But for me, a serpent and a snake is almost just the same. If there is any difference, let me know. Let me freaking know. And the rest of the deck is a lot of removal, especially against mono white decks, because those are pretty bad for us. That is why we got the Erebos' Intervention. It gives target creature -X/-X, you get X life, and that is just so good because indestructibility doesn't save you from -X cards. The second part, exile up to twice X target cards, is not that important. Could be, but we prefer those cards being there for the Lochmer Serpent. But if they want to bring something back and you have the Erebos there, use it. It is pretty clutch indeed. Then we have 3 Bloodshifters to get rid of creatures in the early game, planeswalkers in the late game, or even bigger creatures in the late game, so that is pretty good. We got the Binding of the Old Gods to destroy target non-land permanent, and yeah, then we can ramp with our Lotus Cobra because we get a forest, and we have those Dagger Triumphs which are all colors, and that is just so freaking good. All the colors that we need to, well, play our deck. That is why the Dagger Triumph is in here, and it's just so freaking okay. So, then we have 3 Zoid Comics against those very annoying ultimatum decks. We can just say no. Say no to the ultimatum. It is just so sweet. And what would a tribal deck be without some crippling fear? Look at those people, crippled by fear. That is exactly what I want to do with those rogue decks if we encounter some, or those mono white decks if we encounter them. So, crippling fear, pretty good, because we can say snakes, our Lochmer Serpent and Coma won't be affected. Maybe the coils, but yeah, who even cares about that? We just make some new coils very freaking soon. So, this is the Sultai Super Serpent Sunday deck. It is very freaking fun. Land-wise, we got 5 beautiful Bob Ross Islands, we got 3 beautiful Bob Ross Swamps, we got 4 beautiful Bob Ross Forests, we got 4 Darkbore Slitherboar Pathway because the Serpent is slithering through here, we got 4 Type Channel Bark Channel Pathways, and 4 Zaga Triumphs, as I said, can be fetched with the Binding of the Old Gods, which is pretty good. Is this a tier 0 ultimate destroy everything deck? We will find out. But I had to build it for at least 3 hours. I was trying my best just to do it. So nice things that you... Oh, I forgot the Great Hedge. We also have the Great Hedge. This will get on the field very soon if you have your low scale Codal out. Because it will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then bam, you have your Great Hedge. And the Stone Cold Serpent also, put it down for 4 after you played the Garruk's Uprising, so you can draw a lot of cards. It is just so sweet. And these 2 also activate the Garruk's Uprising, which is just so freaking sweet. So, this is the Super Serpent, Sultai Super Serpent Sunday Extravaganza. I am MtgA Malone, and I will see you in those Super Serpent games. Super Serpent Sunday, Super Serpent Sunday, Super Serpent Sunday. So I'm really pushing this deck today. I'm forcing it. This is the final version now. We got a Crippling Fear. That is pretty sweet. Because there's a lot of mono white decks running around. And that is why I kind of had to adapt this deck to a mono white deck. Which is not what I really like to do. But as you can see, there's a lot of this stuff. Snowfield Stinkhole. Alright, so we have the Frantic Adventure ready to rock and roll. So that is pretty sweet. And we have the Binding of the Old God. So sooner or later we will get on all of our lands that we need. So, and we also have a Garruk's Uprising, which is pretty sweet. Not doing anything here. I like that. I freaking like that. Stone Cold Serpent, I like that as well. So, in that case, we're putting down the Garruk's Uprising. Next turn we put down the Stone Cold Serpent for 4, draw ourselves a card. And we will see what he does here. He does nothing. Nothing at all. So we put down a black here. Get our Stone Cold Serpent ready to rock and roll. Now we draw a card. Another Stone Cold Serpent, not even that bad. Maybe this is the Stone Cold Serpent Super Sunday beatdown. So if he has something that we don't like, we still have the Binding of the Old Gods. Here we can make a blue, so we will have everything that we need. Oh, don't you tell me. Don't you do it. Don't you get rid of my Stone Cold Serpent. I wouldn't like that at all. I really wouldn't like that. I like my Stone Cold Serpent. Don't you do it? It's Super Serpent Sunday. Super Stone Cold Serpent Sunday. Oh yeah. Alright. So he's a discard deck. That is fine. We put out our... Well, I think we can get rid of the Crippling Fear. I don't think that he will put anything out that really concerns us here. Alrighty. So. I think we're getting rid of the Liliana here. We don't want to see her. Sadly. Sadly. I like Liliana. Alright. And then we chill. Let's not overextend here. Let's just not overextend. But next turn we can put down the Stone Cold. He has another one. Okay, interesting, interesting.
I'm looking for new minions. Care to volunteer?
So, what are you getting rid of, my friend? Sadly, we need to get rid of the land here. We will get another one, but sooner or later, another Crippling Fear. Okay. We get ourselves a swamp. We will draw ourselves a card here. Make ourselves a big serpent. Another land. There we go. There we go. We will keep this. We will keep this to have something to discard to the Liliana. Alright, let's just hope he doesn't play a Tergrid here. If he plays a Tergrid here, I would be very sad. I would be very, very sad. But he doesn't have the mana yet. Does not have it yet. Alright, so maybe the Serpent beatdown is real. Discards once more. Okay, good thing we kept the land. Good thing we kept the land. Another Blood on the Snow gone. Well, now we have the side coming. That is pretty sweet. So no matter what he does here, we are prepared. We are freaking prepared. Alright, Super Serpent beatdown. The Stone Cold Serpents are just so good. Yes. So no matter what he does here, we have a good chance of winning. I think if he even... We will see what he does here. If he plays like a Doom Foretold or something, we're super fine with that. Because with our Lurkmer Serpent, we can flash it in, deal 7 damage to his face without being able to block, which is pretty sweet. The search for... Excusez-moi, let us see what he searches here. Maybe a land. Maybe a freaking land. But I think with our Flash Serpent, never flash a serpent, children. With a Flash Serpent, we can get him really freaking efficiently. Doesn't really matter what he's looking for. I think he's Gonzo. Yeah, he's super Gonzo. He is a super Gonzo. The Serpent beatdown. Oh, yes, yes, my friend. And he takes a damage. I respect that. Super Serpent Sunday. Super Serpent Sunday. Alright. 1-0. Alright, so. This is like version number 5 today. This is like version number 5. But I lost a lot of games while building this deck. Oh, we're up against a companion. I never liked that. A Yorion. A Yorion. But we have the side coming, so I think I would keep it. I think I will just keep it. And yeah, the side coming is pretty good here. The Crippling Fear, not too much. Not too much. But I still think we're just putting down the Lotus Cobra here. And try to go with the lower scale Codal. We try our best. De-eliminate. Well, that is good. That's something that can't target our lower scale Codal anymore. And maybe he doesn't have another answer here. But hey, who are we kidding? It's a Yorion deck. They always find what they need in the first 20 cards to beat you down. Oh. 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 As I said. As I said. Sadly, we need to do this here. Because we really need a land. Perfection. Perfection. Alright. So, now we play the waiting game. But his Heartless Act here was pretty good for him. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So what is he doing? Getting the Yorion into his hand. We drew another land. That's not even that bad. Not too good, but not even that bad. Because we have the Bloodchief Thirst, we can get rid of it. But we will see what he does here. What will you be doing? The good thing about the side coming here, yeah, you can do that. We have another side coming, that is pretty sweet. Good thing we have enough mana to get them both into our hands. What? Why? Did you even read the cards? It gives -3, -3. What? Okay. You do you, I guess. You do you. So, if we find another land here, that is totally fine. If we don't, well, we can take one hit. We can take one hit here. But I'm more afraid of his ultimatum, to be honest. Super Serpent Sunday, Super Serpent Sunday. Let's just hope he plays an ultimatum here. Would be Q, would be Q. Doesn't do anything. Alright, we did not find a land. That is kind of annoying. Because we need one more land to activate our Bloodchief's Thirst onto his Yorion. And be able to play our side coming. So, his early game, are you serious? You have your own Lochmere Serpent. No, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry, but you don't. Yeah, now you can't even get the Lochmere Serpent back. Holy smokes. Holy freaking smokes. Yeah, that is fine with me. Draw 2 cards. I would like to draw some cards as well. Especially a land. A land would be pretty key. I mean, I am the landlord. So what's up with that? What is up with that? What's up with this? What's up with that? The Codal, well, at least it's something. It's not much, but it is honest work. And yeah. This will become very big very soon. Unless, of course, he has another kill spell now. Which is a huge possibility. And he does. 2 Heartless Acts. In his first 16 Yorion deck cards. It's always the same. With you, my friend, it's always the freaking same. Alright, he found his land here. Maybe we can find a land as well. I would really hope that we can. We have still 2 turns to find a land. We did not find it. Did not find a land. So if he has his ultimatum here, we're just super screwed. But we can put down the Garruk's Uprising. And still have our side coming open. So we need to take one more hit from the Yorion here. And just hope that we can find a land. First 17 cards, 5 lands. That's a very bad quota. That is a very bad quota. And he found everything he needed in his first 18 cards. Binding of the Old Gods. Sad, but we need to take it. I really need to keep this side coming for his freaking ultimatum. Really need to keep it. Come on, land. Are you serious, game? Are you freaking serious? Well, what should we do here? There's not too much we can do here. For Bloodchief's Thirst this guy, we only have 1 mana left. So this is everything we can do. Put a blocker in front of the Yorion. He has a counterspell, doesn't he? Well, that was the saddest game of my life. That was the saddest game of my life. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We're a green deck and didn't find lands. If we would have had 1 land, everything would have been good. Everything would have been freaking good. Just 1 land, but we didn't find it. Data. 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 Oh. Super Serpent Sunday. Well, these are just 2 lands. I'm not going to go with 2 lands. This is way better. This is way freaking better. Alright, so we're trying our best to bring out our coma as soon as possible. That is why the Blood She Stirs needs to go. Sad but true. So, we're going Lotus Cobra into Lotus Cobra. Into a lot of lands. Bring me some cake. Give me the cake. Don't drop it. Come on. Alright, we have a Binding of the Old Gods. That is also very freaking good with the coma. Very freaking good with the coma. Maybe we're even keeping our land here. Just to make sure that, well, we don't have to anymore. That is good. That is really good. So, we can play the coma next freaking turn. If he doesn't kill our snake here. Without a freaking, whatchamacallit, the Cetacean Champion? Maybe that needs to go. Oh, we can't do it yet. We can't do it yet. But playing a coma so early, without the, whatchamacallit again, the Tybalt's Trickery is just so good. So, next turn we can play the coma. We can play it, because we will get a land here with the Binding of the Old Gods. And that is just so good. If he plays something here, that would be very sweet. His own Binding of the Old Gods. Well, that was pretty smart. Not gonna lie. But we found the answer. The answer to our prayers. So we're getting ourselves another black just in case that we need to get ourselves a Crippling Fear, for example. But the coma here, pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, and now it is safe. Now it is safe. And we got him! After the last game, where everything went wrong, this feels so good. Super Serpent Sunday. Super Serpent Sunday. Alrighty, Super Serpent Sunday, game number 4. We're 2-1 with the Serpent Tribal. I like that. That is way more than I would have ever hoped for. This is a pretty good hand. We have removal, we have a side coming, we have a Thopter that can bring us some cake. Come on, give me the cake. Oh, don't you... We will never have that cake. Never. I really like these sleeves. Okay. Our opponent's mulliganing down. That means that he is kind of an aggressive deck, I think. But with the Crippling Fear, we are pretty well equipped against aggressive decks. Oh. A Rogue's deck. Are you serious? A Rogue's deck. Okay. I will just foretell the side coming here. We will see. Maybe he's not a Rogue's deck. Who am I kidding? He's 100% a Rogue's deck. 100 freaking %. Yep. 100% a Rogue's deck. Not even going to chill with the Merfolk Windrubber here. Okay. Okay. Now we have another land. That is pretty sweet. So I think... we can afford to do this. And hopefully he will use up his mana. And then we can get rid of all of his rogues here. Okay, use up your mana, my friend. Use it up. Use it real good. One of Mind. That is a 1 mana used. 1 of Mind mana used. And he's only doing this. Alright, so that means that he's scared. That means that he is scared. I like to see him scared. I don't like to see my coma in the drain. Okay. Putting down another green. Getting in for some damage. Let us see what he does here. He doesn't do anything. So we aren't doing anything either. Let us see what he does. The Ruin Crab. The freaking Ruin Crab. Okay. Don't have a Fabled Passage. Another Ruin Crab. Alright. That is pretty a-okay to me. Don't have a Fabled Passage. He does have a freaking Fabled Passage. Alright. So we try to get rid of his Thieves Guild Enforcer here. And maybe he uses up his counter spell. Maybe he does. And if he does, we will get our Crippling Fear online, which is pretty good, because everything here will die. Alright, of course, what a freaking champion. What a freaking champion. Do it. Do it. Counter it. Counter it. Oh, he doesn't counter it. That is bad. That is real bad. Okay, but we still have a chance here to get our Crippling Fear down. I mean, yeah. Maybe he doesn't have a counter spell. Maybe he does not. But can we afford to find out? Well, first we attack in. And we will see what he does here. Blocks it with the Merfolk Windrobber. So his plan is really to mill us here. Crazy man. So we're trying the Binding of the Old Gods here. If he mills us 6 more, that's just what it is. But 1 drown in the lock gun, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So we will see what he does here. Are you serious? Another freaking Fabled Passage. Another freaking Fabled Passage. And he didn't mill us a Lochmere Serpent, which is so annoying. Because then at least we could get back a Lochmere Serpent. No Lochmere Serpent. No Lochmere Serpent. Okay. So does he have another counterspell? Maybe we find a land here. We did not find a land. Did not find a land. Because if we had a land, we could counter his counterspell, which would be so sweet. But we really need to try to get rid of those Ruin Crabs here. Really need to try to get rid of those. He's not doing anything. We're attacking in just in case he has something he wants to use to block here. And he does. Okay. Well, we get rid of a Thieves Guild Enforcer here as well, which isn't that bad. And let's just hope that he doesn't have another counterspell here, which would be pretty annoying. But there's not much we can do. If he does, he does. He does have another counterspell, doesn't he? We, once again, broken by not finding another land to be able to do two things in a turn. Alright, Antelope. Antelope, you're down. And now comes his Zenith Sun Trickster. Oh no, it costs 5. He can't have it yet. And we still have a Zoid coming here. So let us just see what he does. We still have 16 cards left. Let me check real quick what those cards are. Alright, you can see here over my head. Those are the cards. We can't let him draw cards. So we still have some stuff. We still have a Lochmere Serpent. Now we even have a land. So that means end of turn we can put down our Lochmere Serpent. If we want to. If we freaking want to. But I'm afraid that he could have a kill spell or something like that. But even if he does, we just exile all the stuff out of his graveyard and bring the Lochmere Serpent back. So everything is still bueno. Everything is still bueno. Alright. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. So we're getting rid of all of his stupid creatures. All of your stupid creatures are gone now. I have another Lochmere Serpent. I have 14 cards left. I have a Zoid coming. I have a Bloodchief's Thirst. Well, no matter what he plays, I can kill it later. But this one is pretty annoying. This one is pretty freaking annoying. Alright, so we chill now. No need to do anything. He knows about the Lochmere Serpent. But we have a Frantic Inventory. So sooner or later we will find an answer. And he still has 7 cards in his graveyard. Okay, Lochmere Serpent activated. And we now even got a second one. We now even got a second freaking Lochmere Serpent. But we will keep it for now. We will just keep it. Are you serious? Killing my Lochmere Serpent? Well, do I have a surprise for you, my friend? Do I have a surprise for you? Lochmere Serpent number 2. Oh, it wasn't even in the end step. Well, does not really matter. It doesn't really freaking matter. We still have it. If he has a kill spell here, it's fine. He would have had it anyways. Would have had it anyways. Are you killing it? Are you killing it? Oh, you have something to get rid of my stuff, don't you? Don't you? A Soaring Thought Thief. Okay, I'm totally fine with that. I am 100% fine with that. So we're getting rid of the Soaring Thought Thief here. Now we're getting rid of all of his graveyard once more. All of his stupid creatures. 1, 2. This can go, this can go. The one of mine can go. So no matter what he does here, we're in a very good position. Not going to lie. Getting in for 7. Yeah, I think this is good. With 11 cards left in our deck. Oh, rogues. You are out of here. You are freaking out of here. I don't think there's anything you can do. Good game. Good game. Good game indeed. The Super Serpent Sunday. Yes. Super Serpent Sunday. Super Serpent. Sir Charles. I know this guy from a Mythic. I don't know what he's playing. We're going first. I like it. So we have time for one more game. We have the side coming in hand, which is pretty sweet. And we will foretell it as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Alright. So let us wait. Let us see what we can get later. Keeping the channel, just in case we don't know what we will draw. Well, we don't know what we'll draw, so yeah. We drew a blue. So we're still foretelling this. And our Stone Coil Serpent is looking pretty tasty. We're still missing black. And the Crippling Fear is not that good against the Orion deck. But maybe it is. We will find out. We will find out. Sir Charles. Putting down... Okay, he's Dimir. He is Dimir. Interesting. This is also pretty sweet. So we're putting down the Garruk's Uprising here. Let's just hope he doesn't have an answer. Don't have it. Don't you have it. Come on. You don't want to have an answer. You don't have an answer. Come on. Don't you play it. Don't you play the counterspell. He doesn't. Really good. That means next turn we can put down the Stone Cold Serpent and draw ourselves a land. A card. It will be a land. Which will be very freaking sweet. Very freaking sweet. Super Serpent Sunday. Super Serpent Sunday. So what do you have here, my friend? Nothing. You have nothing. Nothing, Jon Snow. Alright. So we're trying to put down the Stone Coil Serpent here. If we can draw something of it, would be very nice. If he has a counter spell and he wants to use it on the Stone Coil Serpent, I'm totally fine with that. As I said, we're going to draw ourselves a land from it. I told you guys. I freaking told you guys. Alright, so we can't kill this with the... I forget the name. The card. With the kill card. He can't do it. Alright. So first things first, we're attacking in. 4/4, which is sweet. Does he have an answer? He has the Eliminate. Do we care about our Stone Coil Serpent dying? Meh. We have another one. We just have another one. So let's try here. And if he has an Ashiok or something like that, we still have answers. Alright, and we're drawing cards, which is just so good. Another Crippling Fear. Doesn't really help us at all. I mean, we have 3 of them in the deck. And we seem to find them every single time when we aren't going up against those mono white decks. But those mono white decks got us real good in the deck building. That is why I had to include these. While playtesting, that was pretty bad. Extinction Event. Oh, come on. My poor little snake. My poor little snake. Another land. We're putting down the Lotus Cobra anyways. We're just putting it down. To sleep. So, do I want to find something here? I will still wait. I will still wait what he does here. Just wait what he does here. But yeah, the sword coming looks pretty tasty here. And maybe sooner or later we can find a coma. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But keeping up with blue... Oh, come on. Are you serious here? Are you super serious here? We need the black land, sadly. We can't cycle it. We can't freaking cycle it. But at least we can get in for 2 damage. So that is at least something. If he has a serpent here, end of turn, we can saw it coming. Do you have it? Do you have it? The Graven Lore? No, my friend. You are not drawing 4 cards here. Or 3, or whatever, how many those are. Because it seems that you don't have any answers for my Lotus Cobra. So I really want to keep it. I really want to keep my Lotus Cobra. So we're looking pretty bad here. 15 cards, we drew 8 lands, that's a little bit more than half. A little bit more than half. So I really wish I could have cycled this, but we kind of need the black source. Now we will draw black land. Oh, come on, game, but this one we can cycle. This one I won't even wait anymore. I will just freaking cycle it. The Great Henge. Can we play it? 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. No, we are missing 1 land. Missing 1 land to play it. But next turn we can. Next turn we can just put down a Great Henge. See what happens. Maybe we even find... Are we back? Yes, we are. Okay. My sound card just said goodbye. The weirdest stuff is happening. Maybe it is my sound card that is just so freaking annoying. Alright, he used the Erebos' intervention here. Let's just make a big snake. I mean, we can't do anything anyways. If he has a counter spell here, he has it anyways. But if we can draw a card here, make our Great Henge super cheap, I'm super glad with that. The Lochmer freaking Serpent is such a nice pickup. So we still have a chance. My microphone didn't die, it was a sound card. So that is weird. That is kind of weird. It puts 2 on bottom. 2 on bottom. I like to see that. I like to see that. Of course. Well, why shouldn't he? Why the heck shouldn't he? And he's still keeping something in his hand. But so are we. I want all the lands in the world now. So, the Lochmer Serpent will go down end of turn. If he has his own Lochmer Serpent here, I would be very sad. He's crying. So, we didn't win a single game because of coma. All the games were the Lochmer Serpent. So, the Lochmer Serpent is confirmed the better Serpent. It is confirmed the better Serpent. Okay, what is this? What is this? If it is a counter spell, he can't use it this turn because he just foretold it. So let us hope that it's not a counter spell. Alright, we're drawing a card here. We have Trample, everything we wish for. Do you really have another kill spell? How many kill spells does this guy have? All of them. The answer is yes. We drew a land. We drew another Garruk's Uprising. But we can just get rid of all of his graveyard here. All of the annoying stuff is gonzo. Is frickin' a gonzo. So, sadly we can't be playing a Garruk's Uprising into Lochmer Serpent, so I will just keep my Lochmer Serpent in my hand. I mean, yes, he knows about it now, but it buys us time. The Behold the Multiverse, I really don't like to see that. I really don't want him to have any cards. But he lost a lot of his Heartless Acts already, so he's full on removal spells. Full on removal spells. But no matter what he does here, we have a pretty good chance to get rid of it. A pretty good chance to get rid of it. So he's 3 cards in his graveyard. He gets another card into the foretold zone. Let's just hope he didn't find a counter spell here. Don't you have it? Don't you have it? He doesn't have it. We're drawing a card. Very nice. Very nice. Are you killing it once more? You are not. Alright, so we're trying to bring down the Great Hand here. We have 2 of them. So that is absolutely Q. Absolutely Q. You saw it coming? Well, that is still fine with me. We're still putting down another one. Do you have another counter spell here, my friend? Do you have it? Alright, now we're putting down the Grook's Uprising, draw ourselves another card. We don't even have the Codal, which is kind of bad, because we want the Codal. But we have another Lochmer Serpent. And we will just draw ourselves another card here. Come on, give me something good. Give me something really good. The Binding of the Old Gods is indeed pretty good. Is indeed pretty good. Alright. So we're getting in there for some tasty damage. That is nice. So we will draw a lot of cards with our Great Henge and our Garruk's Uprising. Is this the revenge against the Yorion deck? I really hope it is. I really hope it is. It is 420, everybody. Have a nice 420. It is so freaking late. I took so much time today with building this deck. More than I usually do. More than I really usually do. So, what do you have here, my friend? The Extinction Event. This is even. This is even. That is kind of annoying. Let's draw a card. Can we do it? Then our Crippling Fear. Well, we can because of our Binding of the Old Gods. We will get ourselves a swamp. So everything is still bueno. Maybe we find an answer here. Well, we found a swamp. We found a swamp. That is at least something. So our creatures are gone, which is sad. Very, very sad. But we will see what he does here. It looks like he is kind of out of options here. A Shark Typhoon. Thank you. That will go to the Binding of the Old Gods. That will absolutely die to the Binding of the Old Gods. I bet he was like, yay, I have a Shark Typhoon. But yay, you didn't have it. You did not have it. So does he have a counterspell here? That is the only freaking question. The only question I have is, do you have a counterspell? You have no one of the sea and enough mana to play your Yorion. But you have 6 cards in your graveyard. You played 2 Extinction Events already. Or did he? Yeah, he did. He did. Putting down another land, drawing himself a card here. But that is still fine. Let's not tell him about our Lochmer Serpent. Let's not tell him about it. It's our secret. But we will draw 3 cards here, so we're in a very good position. We are in a very good position here. Alright, what a long last game. What a long last game. Drawing 3 cards here, making the Serpent an 8/8. Maybe we even find an answer here. We drew a lot of lands, but we will still draw with the Frantic Inventory. Another Crippling Fear. The Erebos's intervention is pretty sweet here. It is pretty sweet, not gonna lie. So we attack in. Let us see if he blocks here. Or if he just takes it. He takes it. Alright. So, we have 3 black. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're super good. If he doesn't have an answer for my Lochmer Serpent here, we are super good. And even if he does, I will just Erebos intervention my own Lochmer Serpent. Behold the Multiverse. That digs for an answer, maybe. But we're looking pretty good. We are looking pretty good. So the Lochmer Serpent is once again the MV freaking P. MV to the P. That sounded so weird. Alright. What you doing, Sir Charles? What are you doing? Do you have an answer for my Lochmer Serpent? The Bloodchief's Thirst. Well, that is kind of fine with me. I can always bring back my Lochmer Serpent by emptying your graveyard-o. And I think I will just get rid of your Yorion as well. So how much mana do we have? We have 13 mana, so we can do it for 12. Just out of freaking spite. Getting ourselves so much life. Tasty. And if he has an answer, we can just use the Crippling Fear over and over and over again. Until everything is gone. Until everything you have is history. Alright, getting rid of his graveyard here. So, we're getting rid of the Yorion, the Shark Typhoon, the Behold the Multiverse, and the Side Coming. If he gets stuff back, those are the most annoying. And then we just chill. Chill. Even if he uses a counterspell here, he cries. Alright. So you know what? I want to draw a lot of cards, and he has stuff in his graveyard, so we can just get a lot of cards. A lot of lands, I was saying. We got another Erebos' Intervention. That is nice. That is nice. But what is up with all these lands? So, we're a very control-y deck, but we didn't really get to control anything here. Just getting all of these lands. Yeah, I hope that we will find a more creature-based decks like I did while playtesting. The Seagate Restoration to draw himself 3 cards. Will that save him? Will that save him? We will see. We will see. Sir Charles, did it save you? Did it save you? Did it now? Did it? We can always draw a card here. We can always draw a card. We have enough black mana to draw ourselves some cards. And that is... And he surrenders! We beat the Yorion in the end. Why no rank up? Come on, Fribblebip. Give me that rank up. Super Snake Sunday. Super Serpent Sunday. Super Serpent Sunday, Super Serpent Sunday. So, in the battle of the Lochmer Serpent versus the Coma, the Lochmer Serpent won. In this deck, today, we didn't draw our Comas, which was pretty weird. But yeah, it is just what it is sometimes. Sometimes you eat the snake and sometimes the snake eats you. And they were eaten by the Lochmer Serpent. Against those rogue deck, against this Dimir Yorion deck in the end, the Lochmer Serpent was so freaking good. Would I change anything? Not anymore. I worked 4 freaking hours at this deck today. It was just the longest freaking time. If you enjoy what you see, and you obviously do because you're still here, let me know in the comments, leave a like, share this Super Serpent Sunday deck with all of your friends, make them see that serpents and snakes are still good in the current meta. And yeah, with the Crippling Fear, it is just so freaking sweet. We got a lot of life back with the Erebos Intervention, so I think you can have some fun with this. Maybe there will be another Serpent deck very soon. We will see. We still have almost... Oh my lord. 3 weeks. 3 weeks of Kaldheim until the new cards arrive. So that is pretty freaking sweet. Alright. Thank you all so very much. Join the Discord. Become part of this awesome community. I am MtgA Malone. I wish you all a very happy Sunday. And I will see you all tomorrow.